Hey gang, so today's another sponsored video by GEEONE, and this time they have sent through the Wukong Ornament. Now this is unique, this is different, this is not a fidget. Why do I have it on the channel? Because it's kind of cool. GEEONE sent it to me to have a look at, and so obviously I'm gonna review it. It is currently priced at $239 on the site, and you can use the code TheFidgetFix to get 10% off. This thing is not for everybody. I get that. This is not a fidget. This is 100% a desk ornament. However, it's pretty cool. How cool? Well, stick around and find out. It's the Wukong. Let's go. Okay, gang, so this is an interesting one to look at and to go over because, as I said in the intro, this is not a fidget. There is nothing fidgety about this, although it does actually fit really well into the palm of your hand. And there were times when I've been working and I literally just kind of sat there and just kind of manipulated it. Now, does that make it a fidget? I don't know. I mean, to me, typically fidgets have moving parts. I will say though, this is kind of, there's something about the shape. I don't have large hands either, but there's something about the shape, almost like baseball size, that does kind of lend itself to just sort of mauling it like this. It does have this nice, this really nice feel to it when you have it in your hand. So is it a fidget? No, but you can kind of fidget with it, but I would not classify it or put it into a fidget category. It's an art piece, right? It's something, now on GEEONE, this is listed as an ornament. But again, I think that comes down to kind of a translation thing between languages. Typically, we see ornaments as things that can hang. You know, ornaments are things that can hang off of a chain. They can hang off a Christmas tree ornament. Ornaments typically, or you know what? I shouldn't even say typically. My interpretation of an ornament is, again, something that adorns something else, something that kind of elevates it. You add an ornament to something. This is a statue. This stands or sits, actually, it sits on its own. So there is no ornament in the sense that this does not add to something else. This, though, is absolutely a gorgeous sculpture. This is made out of, and I always mispronounce this, I think, but is it cupronickel? I guess, I don't know how else you would pronounce cupronickel, but it's cupronickel and brass. And this thing is heavy. Now again, I don't typically bring out the scale in my reviews. We're gonna do it with this one. So here's the, ugh, that's a loud beat. That's one of the reasons why I hate this scale. Okay, so let's look at this. So this is 7.8 ounces. And if we switch that over to grams, 221 grams. So that is quite a bit. Considering if you look at, for example, maybe like a Magnus, 80 grams. So this is like a solid, or a titanium, I guess. Yeah, this is titanium. So yeah, about 80 grams. So this thing is super, super heavy, 221 grams. So you are definitely dealing with something that is meant to sit and really not go anywhere. I will say though, again, we haven't really addressed the price yet. I did show you that in the intro. We are going to talk about that in a second. But this is not for fidgeters. This is not for somebody that just wants to fidget and play with things, because they will look at this and they will go, $239, are you crazy? And from that point of view, I can't disagree. $239 is a lot of money for something that does nothing if you are the type of person that wants to invest your money in things that you can manipulate and play with and move. However, there are a lot of people out there that are simply collectors. I myself have a whole bunch of stuff, but they're from the 70s and 80s. But in a lot of cases, these are just things that sit and do nothing other than look cool or remind me of my youth. That is the category this falls into, and that is probably the category of the person that will buy this. This is a collector. This is somebody that really enjoys art and just loves looking at things that are cool and beautiful. So while yes, this is expensive, I absolutely cannot disagree with that. It is also actually gorgeous. When GEEONE first told me they were sending this, I kind of looked at it and I went, "Oh, that's sort of a funny thing, to get." And I wasn't really impressed with the idea of it, like what was going to come, until I got it and I pulled this thing out of the box. And when you really start to analyze the detail, this thing is crazy. And in fact, the detail is actually phenomenal. So of course, this is Wukong, and if I mispronounce that, I'm very sorry. But Wukong being the Monkey King, mythological character in culture, and this guy is, I don't know that much about him. I have to admit that. I know, I know what I've looked up. This is part of, he got his powers. I mean, if you're going to get into the character, he got his powers through Taoist teachings. He can transform into different objects and animals. He's a, skilled martial artist, and he typically has a magical staff, which this did not come with. So there is that part of it. And if you are a fan of that kind of thing, then again, this might appeal to you. If you're not a fan, this might still appeal to you just as something super unique and, again, beautiful. Like, this is gorgeous. And what's interesting is GEEONE has other, again, they call them ornaments, but on the store, and they all have this similar rounded shape. So if you were to actually display them all together, they all kind of have the same form factor to them, which is kind of neat as well. So really, I mean, what else can I say about this, right? Other than, again, this is not going to appeal to everybody. In fact, this is probably going, for the cost, this will appeal to a very small niche market. The people that want to spend money on things that they just love looking at, things that are beautiful, things that are really well made and solid, and frankly, are pieces of art. For the rest of you out there, I get it. I understand totally the comments. You're gonna say, $240 for that? No way, too expensive. And I can't argue with you, because again, if that's, if that's the kind of person you are, where you would rather spend the money on things that you can manipulate and play with, I mean, I'm kind of like that myself, then absolutely no argument from me. However, don't think there aren't people out there that will buy this, because there absolutely is a market out there, or for people who are going to spend the money and have something that is just beautiful to look at, and that is 100% what this is. And so, as you can read right off of the GEEONE site, these are hand casted, so handmade casting. I don't know very much about the casting process, but because these are hand cast, there will be, I guess, slight variations within each one. So again, if you're the kind of person that likes that, likes things to be a little bit more unique, then this is absolutely for you. Okay, gang, so that's it. That's the Wukong ornament. Again, very unique, not for everybody, but man, it is a gorgeous piece to look at and would probably look great sitting on any shelf. All right, gang. Thanks for watching.